his first Kart FedEx Series championship earlier today. Trans Am action, of course, the American Le Mans Series yesterday, where Corvettes ran 1-2 in the GTS category. So if Stu Hader can continue here, certainly a great weekend for the Chevrolet Corvette brand here on the streets of Miami. Hader has opened up a 2.5-second lead over Boris Said, who is just, I think, Bill, going to be happy to take second spot, pick up the points, and head next week to Road Atlanta in great shape, looking to his first driver's championship.
Well, I think it's a smart thing to do, because rather than try and fight the battle, he's looking at winning the wars. So that is really smart. As much as Boris may not want to do it, he almost looks like he's just kind of holding position, just driving hard enough to stay ahead of Justin, but not to challenge Stu.
Third spot belonging to Durhag Chevrolet there. That's the 40. Justin Bell back this week and running nicely. 13th on the grid, the third spot at the moment, as Boris Said comes off the final corner. What about Paul Gentilozzi? Well, he is back on the racetrack. Paul had started to take his suit off, had the helmet off. He was obviously disgusted with what happened about 10 laps ago, Jan Deekens, on the backside, but his crew said, no, I guess we're going to get this thing ready.
Well, the reason that they did that, and you can see it's not really a race-worthy car, they did that because if they can complete just one lap before the finish, they'll pick up a position on Michael Lewis, and they will gain some more championship points. So, you know, it's unlikely, but it's not over until it's over. Mathematically, it's still alive.
Now we got a glimpse there of Gentilozzi as the leader. Hader laps by Simon Gregg's car, which was damaged earlier. Gentilozzi's Rocket Sports 3 car, the Blue Jaguar, minus its hood. He did put the front bumper cover back in place, but you could see when he was stopped on pit road earlier when we talked to Paul and how angry he was with what had happened. He had bent a lot of parts on the front end of that race car. The Rocket Sports bunch doing a great job, I think, to get that car back out.
And you see how nice Paul's being. Look at him pulling way out of the way. Does not want to interfere with traffic at all. He realizes that he's not in this race to do anything other than try and get those points, and that's his goal. So heads up driving, Paul.
There's the car of Stu Hader, the race leader in the O2, up onto the front straightaway.
It's all too easy at this point in the race when you get a car back in and it's damaged. You want to try and get out and show people, yeah, I'm still good. I can do this. And Paul obviously isn't set into that ego mentality. He's really watching the mirrors and doing the right thing.
Now, here's an interesting situation. That first car you see, the first purple and yellow car, is the ACS Ford of the team owner, Mike Davis. That's the 11 car. Right behind him is the series points leader, Boris Said. Davis will move over and say, go ahead, Boris. You're on your way to a championship. We'll let you get by without any problem at all. He puts Davis a lap down. Davis has done a nice job here today. He's running 9th in that 11 car. Good run for him. And there is Hader continuing to lead in the Trent Forging 02 car. Team owner is Don Sack out of Michigan for many years. Campaigned an independent effort in the series of ancient Oldsmobile Cutters that we saw so many times over the years. And talk about being in the penthouse and the outhouse at the same time. Sack was the first car out today in the team car to be O2. Instead, he ran one lap and went to pit road. With Calvin Fish, Don Sack, I'm sure, is a very happy man right now.
Yeah, he really is, and this will be the first win for this team if they can pull it off. A Revolution Motorsports team came together. Don has been sharing his car with his young son, Bobby. But I really questioned that strategy call earlier, but Stu had an awfully quick race car this afternoon. And another first for this team if they can pull it off. They just switched to the Huffaker engine, so it certainly gave them the horsepower this afternoon.
Taking the white flag last time by, so Hader, and he's got a problem.
No.
They broke apart on the front end of the O2. Hader hit the brakes and something broke on the right front corner of that Chevrolet.
Oh my gosh.
Boris Said is right behind Hader. They have lost the race.
Hader's trying to get around the track, but it looks like the spindle is broken on the right front wheel. He can hardly control the car. He is holding up Boris, but it can't continue.
Boris gets by. Oh no, Hader is going to lose this one. On the last lap, he squeezed the brakes and the car broke.
Justin Bell is going by. Justin will take second. Boris is going to win this race. What a gift, the 11th hour curse.
Unbelievable, and Hader isn't even going to be able to finish. He's going to have to stop on the backside.
I think he went straight through there. He couldn't even turn the car at that point.
He grabbed the brakes. I believe that was turn 2 or 3. The crew cannot believe what they're hearing on the radio. And you can see it, Billy. Got on the brakes. We saw smoke, and the wheel just turned to the right.
Absolutely. That's like something out of Hollywood. You say it can't possibly happen.
Here comes Boris Said to the line. He'll take the checkered flag and score his 6th win of the season. Mechanical failure on the O2 car. I'm sure the fans can't believe it. Neither can the crews. I'm sure Boris Said never expected to win one like that. Boris is the winner. The pole sitter wins, but it was hardly a situation where he would lead all the way. In fact, he takes the lead with just a couple of turns to go as Stu Hayner's horrible luck continues. We'll come back and talk to the winner in a moment. Our Speed Channel coverage of the Grand Prix America's Trans Am Series being brought to you today by AmeriSuites, the preferred hotel of the Trans Am Series. An exciting afternoon on the streets of Miami. Boris said the surprise winner of the 10th race of the season, stealing the win when Stu Hayner had problems with a big lead. Second to Justin Bell, third to Randy Ruhlman. Boris, with his 6th victory of the year at Calvin Fish, takes a giant step to the title.
Well, as Boris said, once again, that was a wild one. Boris, 6th win of the year, really got a firm grip on that championship now with Gentilozzi and Butch both struggling today.
Yeah, I mean, those guys had problems and we didn't. You know, it's too bad for Stu. He deserved this race today. He was faster. I let him by because it was a big point today to finish second. But, you know, this makes up for Three Rivers when we lost that one with the mechanical. But my whole Applied Computer Solutions team, Sun Microsystems, Ironclad, all my friends at Redline Oil, they've been helping me out since I've been working on my car in the mud at Road Atlanta like 35,000 years ago. You know, a lot of friends at No Fear. We're opening stores everywhere. Go to one, buy something. Spy. Feels great. We definitely, this championship's ours now.
All right, Boris, great job today, mate. They really sort of rolled the dice there with that pit strategy. They had to wait. They couldn't get the fuel in. He stopped late and really charged back through the field, Rick.
Certainly did a great job. The team played the strategy perfectly. They were content to finish in 2nd spot today. If it hadn't been for the Stu Hayner difficulties, here's Hayner hitting the brakes. Now he's got the lead. This is the last lap of the race. Heading toward turn 5, something broke on the right front corner of the car. He thought, I think, about trying to hold up Boris for the rest of the lap, realized he couldn't do it, moved out of the way and let Boris go by to victory. Hayner didn't even get all the way around cleanly, although he did finish the race, John Beekes.
He's climbing out of the car. It's hard to put into words. What broke on the car?
Well, I'm not sure. You know, the Trent Forging Corvette was definitely the best car all weekend. All race, anyway. And just going into the skating rink, something broke. And wouldn't stop, and I almost hit the tire wall. And anyway, I barely made it around the corner and hobbled around and just saw my win passing in front of me. But, you know, we'll get them next time. It's a great crew, a great car. Revolution Motorsports has obviously put me in the best position to win a race. We just got to finish them up, you know?
Well, you did still finish 4th because you got the car back to the pits. I'm looking, I don't see any damage on the car, so it wasn't from any contact on the racetrack.
No, we didn't hit anything. We didn't run over anything. We didn't do anything. It was just probably a part failure that happens, you know?
Wow, tough day.
Stu Hayner in line for what would have been his 2nd career victory in the Trans Am Series. Instead, he finishes 4th. Johnny Miller comes home 7th after losing a lap. John Levy returns to the series and scores 8th. Richard LaBarbera and Don Sack round out the 22-car field. 2 races remain in the 2002 season. Bill Adam, the points chase, Boris said, took a big step forward today with this victory. His lead now 57 over Paul Gentilozzi. Leitzinger still with a shot, 63 back. Johnny Miller and Hayner the top 5. Then Ruhlman, Abe, and Mike Lewis the rest of the top 8. 2 races remain at Road Atlanta, and then at the end of October from Virginia International Raceway. We'll have coverage of the final 2 rounds of the Trans Am Championship right here on Speed. All the motorsports news you need available 24/7 at our website. Check us out at www.speedtv.com. A disappointing day for several key drivers, including former champion Paul Gentilozzi, but it's been a great weekend as professional road racing returns to the streets of Miami. For Bill Adam, Jan Beekes, and Calvin Fish, I'm Rick Benjamin, congratulating our winner today, Boris Said. We'll talk to you next time on Speed.
So am I going to get